my humble respect.
Are you looking for something?
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far. Control yourself more and greetings.
What's a priest doing in a military camp?
Whatever he can, my son.
Do you serve mass like other priests?
I serve mass and give blessings just like my brothers in churches and parishes. I can also officiate at marriages and administer last rites. I reckon you can guess which is more common here.
Do you care for the wounded?
Nothing like that. And if something happens to the nobles, we have good surgeons. And then there's that learned foreigner.
Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa. You can't miss him.
Does something seem strange about him to you?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat.
Do you take part in the fighting?
Vivere militare est. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, and in a place like this, it's easy for people to forget about God, or at least start to doubt.
Do you serve King Sigismund directly?
I serve our Lord.
What could the king possibly have to confess?
You don't actually expect me to tell you that, do you? That's between me, the king. God be with you.
Excuse me. I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. Christ almighty. Are you all right, sir?
Here we go again.
It's just that you look...
Muscular, wise, wealthy.
I'm sorry, sir. I just wasn't expecting it. I didn't mean it badly.
I know very well what you meant. I have had this conversation at least 100 times. Have you never heard of Prester John or the Christian kingdom of Axum?
Yes. Our parish priest talked about that.
Tell me then, how the people in those stories are described. Not exactly like you. Am I right?
But I thought that was just...
So you see, it is not. Musa of Mali is my name. Scholar, explorer, and physician. I run the camp infirmary.
my name is Henry, sir.
Welcome then, Henry. Do you need anything?
You said you were an explorer.
I did indeed. From Timbuktu, I went to Holy Mecca. From the Emirate of Granada to Venice. Until I ended up at the court of King Sigismund.
Where is this Mali? And what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet overall, It is safer in our country.
It's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth? Or should I praise it to high heaven?
The truth. You don't need to spare my feelings.
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country. And that has not made much of an impression on me. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune to see more beautiful sights.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous. I was robbed and arrived in the city as a pauper. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs took me by surprise. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time. But I never went back to Mecca.
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend. All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives who I do not want to meet again.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea, then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians like you. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed in so much blood.
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Mohammed must constantly repel attacks from the north. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan because swords and cannons are not for me. Let others cut off heads. I can sew them back on again.
Where is Venice, in fact?
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. It is not far from here, on the other side of the Alps. Remember that learning is like a garden. If you do not tend it, it cannot bear fruit. Venice is an incredible city that floats on the sea, like a huge stone ship. People from all over the world go there to trade. I help them as a translator, especially for Christian envoys from Ethiopia on a pilgrimage to Rome. If only you could have seen their glorious arrival in the city. Their procession stretched from the port to the city center, and they had live leopards as a gift for the king of Venice. But I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court, being asked to live among sailors. Out of the question.
How did you come to be with the Osmans?
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good fortune at the time. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmans. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa. But the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys who came to him. So I became useful.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde, led by the butcher named Timur. I had quite enough of war in Granada. So when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan, I managed to persuade them to take me away with them.
What's Sigismund's court like?
I would also like to know that, my friend. But I am stuck here. One would think that the king would value physicians and sages who have traveled the world. But no. He did not even make me his personal physician. He prefers to trust your quacks and sent me here.
It's reckless to speak about Sigismund like that.
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlikely you will ever get a chance to complain to him.
Why did you leave your country of birth?
That is a very personal question, and we are not that well acquainted yet. Forgive me, but I would rather not talk about it. Not now, at least.
I'm new to the camp. Could you show me around? If you don't have too much work, that is.
Well, I suppose it will be all right if I am not here for a while. At least I can practice your language. You use some strange phrases, you know? But that does not matter now. Let us go. So, as you have no doubt realized, this is my infirmary. One part for operating on the wounded, another for the sick, my alchemist bench, a tub of water. Nothing out of the ordinary. Come on, let us walk outside. I am sorry that I cannot show you more, but I am sure you understand that there is not much to see. One is almost ashamed to call it an infirmary. Do you not think?
That's true. I thought King Sigismund would take better care of his wounded men.
Unfortunately for them, my friend, I suppose he has bigger problems than keeping his army healthy and fighting fit.
It's lucky he sent an expert like you here, though.
Was that praise or an insult? I cannot tell. I do not think it fortunate in any case. Someone with my knowledge, and all I do is treat diarrhea and broken bones.
A camp like this is a waste of your abilities. An uneducated orderly could take care of the handful of sick people here.
Don't back down!
And you would like to take over from me? I could find another job, though it is true that you do not seem to be any great sage. I suppose you do not know what a real infirmary should look like. But do not worry. There are more cheerful places in the camp. I am sure something will take your fancy. This part of the camp is mainly for humans. So if you are looking for one, he will be either here or near the bathhouse. We will take a look there too. Do not worry. Over there is the pen where they used to have tournaments, until the captains banned them. But that is a long story. Speaking of the captains here, do you know who's in charge overall?
I know something about that. You have 3 captains now, don't you?
Exactly. I can see that you take an interest. The camp as a whole is run by Sir Grozav of Borumlaka. That is a village somewhere in Transylvania, as far as I know. He is an interesting man, I'm sure. But he has a lot of trouble with the camp. So he tends to be, as you say, grumpy. Then there are the humans who are commanded in battle by Cheritan. You will not meet him very often. He often has meetings with the king himself in Sedlets. He is not a very cheerful man, but he seems a fair-minded commander to me. And he is an outstanding archer, it seems. How about you and archery, my friend?
Well, I don't want to boast, but I'm a pretty good archer. I would happily take on your Cheritan.
Really? That sounds like a spectacle that I would perhaps even pay to watch. Perhaps. Although I successfully avoid weapons, I have to admit that archery is not just a skill. It is an art. Well, there is enough of that. What were we talking about?
You were telling me about the commanders here.
Ah, yes. The camp captains. As I said, Sir Grozav commands the camp. Cheritan commands in battle. And the third one joined us a few weeks ago. Dietrich Katz, with his Prague artillery regiment. It is a pity you will not be staying for longer. Dietrich is good to talk to, if he is not drinking too much.
May God give you help.
And over there is our bathhouse. It is not a sight for sore eyes, my friend. I mean, the women, of course. Not this filthy place. Ah, a man should keep reminding himself that zina, what you call fornication, is a shameful deed, opening the road to other evils. By the way, what about you and women, my friend?
Well, there's one here I think about. But I'd rather not talk about that.
Why? Are you afraid that I will steal her from you?
No, it's not that, but... Well, I'm still not sure if she likes me as much as I like her.
I am sure she does. You will see. That is the way of the world. Our Lord Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, creates us in pairs and grants us love in our hearts. so that we may love another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I sometimes think I ought to settle down.
Do it. It is definitely a nicer life than in such a camp as this. Imagine a roof over your head instead of a leaking tent, food cooked with love instead of a gruel cooked on a campfire. And at night, by the way, your chosen one, is she pretty?
So beautiful you can't help but stare.
All the more reason to marry her before someone else does. So, in this part of the camp, you see the tents of various mercenaries from Germany, Poland, Hungary. In short, everyone who came to fill their pockets. You can have items repaired by the smith, and if you're hungry, the kitchen is over there. The food will please you more than me, I think. Treating meat in that way, I simply cannot eat it. Do you know where the food is truly great? In Granada. So much food. Sweet pastries, fish. In one banquet, the cooks use more spices than your entire country in a year.
You've been to Granada?
In the court of Sultan Muhammad VII himself. That is where I became a physician. That was when Granada was attacked by Martin Yanez de la Barbuda. And I did not want to die in some battle. So I found a safer way to be useful. You know, I have done a lot of traveling, my friend. From Timbuktu to Mecca. And from Granada to Venice. And now, here. But nowhere has the food been worse than here.
I'd like to try some foreign delicacy.
That will be difficult. The local inns serve nothing but porridge and old bread. But maybe you will see the world one day and find out that there are more flavors than just salt and honey. But your country is beautiful, all the same. And up here is where Katz's company of Pargay artillerymen are billeted, to the great displeasure of everyone else in the camp. I must say, you can see why. It is the best spot, right next to the captains. And when it rains, all the filth runs downhill to the cumans and mercenaries areas. Here is the pillory. May Allah, the compassionate, ensure you never end up in it. And if you go around the hill, you will come to the camp shooting range. I recommend visiting it. The cumans must be born with a bow in their hands. But I will not escort you that far, my friend. I do not like to leave the infirmary unattended for long. Alaka Anben.
Where do you think you're going? Go.
Quick! Slowly. Nice and slow.
Riesen sei der Herr.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Also gut. Damit wir uns verstehen. For me, auch wenn du wirklich... Das ist Sim und jetzt. Oh ja.
Can we fight
And what?
with
Gut.
Oh, what?
Angar. Bist du bereit?
You want to try me?
Loose, lad. You didn't put... Come back.
God be with you.
My friend. Servus, Freund.
Not for sale, but because it was pissing. All the more reason to leave it be.
The weather has been stormy for a few days. So one of the branches snapped.
I was wondering if you lent me your bullock when it's...
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Siska.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Scheißkerl Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately. Aber warte. Actually, there is one thing. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosch. He might have eine Aufgabe for you. See, someone poached a white Roebuck in his territory the other day.
A white Roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosch takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, yeah. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you. I'll ask around. How's it going? What?
If you're...
Let's...
Komm vorbei. Heinrich. But only with...
I don't mind.
Sehr schön.
Give me...
Mein...
Take it.
In or...
I'm ready.
When I should attack. Bestimmt! Dummkopf!
Start attacking again.
Ich verstehe. Bestimmt! Dummkopf! Wanker! Was? So ein Pech! So ein Pech! Enough. Give me a...
Let's have a go with real...
Good.
I prefer to fight.
Los! Los! Do it! Na los!
That's enough for now.
Ender, what's the matter? I'm sorry.
Let's...
And what?
With real...
Good.
Oh,
Get ready. Kämpfen!
no, you don't.
Ha! Zeig, was du drauf hast! Ha! Ha!
Show what you're made of. No chance. Do it! Still believe in yourself? I'm out. I'm out.
I can try.
Greetings.
What goes on in the forest, Huntsman?
There are poachers prowling in the woods, a band led by this ginger-headed muck of Marshowitz. They've been causing trouble for quite some time, but now they've really overdone it.
What happened?
They killed a rare white roebuck that lived in our woods. Killed and skinned it. Sir Peter of Pisek put a bounty on their heads. The bounty's yours if you help me track them down.
I must say, I've never seen a white roebuck before.
It's an exceedingly rare animal. It was beautiful. Its hide was white as snow. Sir Peter forbade hunting it, but I wouldn't have even if I could. Killing an animal like that is bad luck.
Do you know any more about these poachers?
They're led by some fella called Mach of Marshowitz, and they fancy themselves some kind of a brotherhood. From what I've heard, they showed up in the village below the castle a couple of times trying to sell venison. The guards always sent them packing. Our knacker, Wolfram, was the only one who talked to them.
That knacker, Wolfram, do you think he had anything to do with the dead roebuck and the poachers?
Oh, he has a dishonourable profession, true enough, and he sells hides and meat wherever he can. But having the gall to work with poachers, I don't think so. He's on thin enough ice as it is, being a knacker and all. If his lordship found out he had anything to do with it, he'd have him hanged. But he might know something about that band.
All right, Huntsman. I'll try to track the poachers down. Maybe they haven't sold the hide yet, and I'll be able to find it.
Excellent. And if you mete out capital punishment on the spot, all the better. Every member of that band carries a squirrel tail on them. Probably a badge of their hunting prowess. Bring them to me as evidence.
Where should I look for these poachers?
Ah, that's the hard part. I'm sure they have a hideout in the woods around here, but you'll have to track them down yourself. If you don't know what to do, you can try to get something out of the knacker.
Thanks for the advice.
With you.
Whoa! I heard you might know something about the band of poachers hiding out in the woods. A band led by some Mach of Marshowitz. Ginger-headed.
What? Who told you such a thing?
Dobrosh, the huntsman. He sent me to track them down and get rid of them.
I see. It's about the white roebuck. I'm surprised somebody didn't shoot it long time ago. Such a hide would fetch a king's ransom.
When was the last time you saw those poachers?
Not long ago. A couple of days, I reckon. One of them was snooping around the village. The night watchman drove him off.
Do you know where their hideout is?
Maybe. What's in it for me?
What do you think? If you help me, I'll put in a good word for you with the huntsman. You could surely use that, being a knacker.
All right, then. I heard they're brothers. And they're led by that Mac fella. But they didn't look like kin to me. They surely ain't no livers, though. They're pretty frightening looking. Maybe that's why Dobrush would rather sit his arse in a castle instead of searching for them in the woods.
Do you know where they're hiding?
I ain't sure. But it's definitely somewhere in the valley near the water. In the direction of Rabush. That's where they always came from. And if I was a poacher, that's where I'd be hiding.
All right. That'll help my search.
Listen, lad. I know you said you were doing this for Dobrush, but if you find that white hide at your camp and bring it to me, I'll pay you more than that pinch purse of a huntsman. I know some people, and I'd be able to sell that thing for, well, a lot.
Perhaps. I'll see if I have any luck finding it.
Sure. But if you do, bring it back to me. Take care, friend.
Whoa, go! Go! Quick! Those must be the poachers I'm looking for.
Hey? You! Get out, now! I'm counting to 10!
I'm looking for a hide
Get
from a
over it,
rare
quick!
white Roebuck. And I think you know something about it.
Curva! They're onto us! Kill him! Attack! Everyone, get over here! You swine! Attack! Comandante!
I've been waiting for you.
Take that! Show your stuff!
That's the hide. Now to bring it back to the huntsman. Or to Wolfram.
Quick!
Nice and slow.
Misunderstanding. You made a fool of us.
Good day. What?
I found the white hide.
Oh, thank God for that, at least. And what about the poachers? Did you take care of them too? Do you have their squirrel badges for me?
Aye.
Well, that's even better news. The reward's yours. Thanks, friend. You did me a huge service.
Glad to help.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
Careful!
Where don't belong.
This house must have cost a pretty lot.
Go! Quick! I can't swim. I can't swim. I can't swim.
Good dog, Mark. Show me.
I can't go any further. It's too deep.
Shit. Damnation. Quick!
You're a dead man! We're under attack!
Come here!
I'm all yours!
Sick!
Fuck that!
Show yourself!
Do it! What is it, Mutt?
I should go back. I have to go back. I should go back.
Quick!
Later. Stranger, wait, please. I have a favor to ask of you.
Grosh told me over a few beers that you had a thing with someone from Horshan, and your husband got battered because of it.
Merciful Mary, so Grosh has been blabbing about me to God knows who. The shame of it. I'll have you know I did no such thing. I'm an honest woman.
My apologies. I'm merely repeating what I heard. So how are things between you?
There's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A Thunderstone. It's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wages it in fights.
I see. Now it all makes sense to me. So that's why your husband fought him.
Exactly. You see, nothing dishonest. But Stimir is feeling ashamed that young Bruthans gave him a thrashing.
What is a Thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are Thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now you've shown up. Besides, by the looks of you, you have the strength of a bull, perhaps two. So she surely sent you to help me.
Look, this Tomlin seems pretty handy. I'd have to be daft in the head to fight someone like that. Especially when there's another way. What if he were to just lose the stone? These things happen, don't they?
You mean... You're asking for trouble if you steal something like that. Besides, I'm of honest stock.
Oh, I understand.
A fair fight is our only hope.
What can these stones do?
Well, lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm, helps you in battle, and brings good luck. It also wards off and cures diseases. And if you put it into the rafters of your cottage, you'll be protected from fire and all manner of other calamities.
What does the Thunderstone look like?
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, it's the size of a grown man's fist, perhaps a tad bigger, sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has a round hole through the middle.
Why are you so desperate for this piece of rock?
That's my business.
Look, if I'm to help you, I need to know what you're going to do with this stone. I don't want to get caught up in any witchcraft.
This is no witchcraft. I'm afraid for my child. All my babies died shortly after birth. Bless their souls. And birthing is very hard for me. I nearly died last time. The stone has the power to help me and protect my next infant.
All right. I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy, thanks be to the both of you.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you at the stud farm. She'll give a generous discount if you want to buy a horse from her. And I'll pray and intercede for you, I swear.
All right. You have yourself a deal.
God bless you. That's where you should find him. But be careful, and don't underestimate him. The stone has great power.
Greetings, sir.
Hey, Tomlin. People around here tell me you have a Thunderstone.
People say all sorts of things.
They also say if I beat you in a fight, it's mine.
Those days are over. There was a time I'd put it up for grabs in fights with cocky fools. That much is true. I even had a couple of craftsmen come from the burg to try their luck. But everyone got a thrashing. It didn't seem right. But I have a proposition for you. So if you fancy a fight and don't mind getting a bit dirty, you can join in and show us what you're made of.
I'd be glad of a tussle with the local lads.
Right you are. When you're good and ready, come by my place and I'll
Tell me more about the fight.
ask away.
What fighters do you have here?
Stanley is the strongest. He works on the farm and's quite a big mouth on him. But he has the strength of 2 men. After him, Tuma, a farmer from across the way. He has a steady hand and bloody good aim with it. And last and maybe least is Darling.
Darling?
He's kind of like the local buffoon. His name's Tobias, but everyone just calls him Darling. When he was a wee lad, he fell on his head from a rotting ladder. He takes care of his aunt's horses and dogs in Grund.
He doesn't sound like an opponent to be feared.
Because he isn't.
Where do your fights take place?
That old Chucha's.
And who might that be?
Chucho is our hog.
I reckon I can find that.
I'm certain you can. Just follow your nose.
Can I get involved too?
Why not? Do you have any experience?
Well, I haven't won any tournaments here yet, but I've knocked a few people around.
Well, you'll see if that'll be enough.
And if I manage to beat them all?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Darling may be a bumbler, but Stanley and Tuma are no pushovers. Well, if you pull it off, you certainly won't come up short.
You know, about...
What now?
I want to see the stone.
You what?
Well, exactly. Everybody knows you have it, so why not show it to me? Besides, I've never seen a magic Thunderstone, and here's my chance. I may never have another.
All right. Almost as smooth as glass.
Wait, is this really it?
Of course.
I don't think it is.
Well, I think you know fuck all about it. And you wouldn't recognise a Thunderstone if it dropped out of the sky onto your head.
Oh no, wait. I read something about that. How was it? A Thunderstone, otherwise known as Fulgur Conditum, is an earthly mass struck by lightning, which then conceals itself within. This stone lies buried deep under the earth before ascending to the surface after 7 days. A round hole is punched in the stone itself by the thunderbolt. But your stone has no hole.
Oh, you're a scholar, are ya?
Well, I learned enough to spot when someone tries to hoodwink me with a rock they picked up in a creek.
I didn't mean to deceive you.
Stop fucking me around. I need to find the Thunderstone. Do you have it or not?
I don't have it now. I really did find a Thunderstone. And I had it right up until the other day when it was stolen. I didn't want word to get out because I'd look like a right fool. So I acted like nothing happened. I'm sorry for leading you on. I didn't mean any harm.
You're forgiven. I might have done the same in your place. And do you have any idea who might have stolen it from you?
If you ask me, it was that Hansel from Rabosh and his little mate Peter. They were ever so curious about it right before it disappeared.
All right. I'll have a look for them.
Well, when you get to Rabosh, take the main road away from the fortress until there are hired hands there. And if you find the stone, please bring it back to me. I was the one who found it, so by rights, it's mine. It was destined for me. To mess with fate would only bring bad luck and misfortune.
Tell me, how did you come by the stone in the first place?
That's a secret.
If you came by it honestly, why be so secretive about it?
I'm not hiding anything.
I can appreciate that, but sharing a story isn't exactly bragging.
All right, then. I found it a couple of years back in a field outside Billany. On the way to Wizard the Quarry. You probably know the place. I was going to take a shortcut through the woods, but there'd been a hell of a storm about a week before. It tore off roofs, carried away some shepherds' huts, even toppled the tower on those fortifications at Gutenberg, and it very nearly flushed us out of here too. A proper act of God it was. Well, the forest was a complete mess, so I couldn't go that way. And all of a sudden, I stumble over something. And what do I see? A Thunderstone right under my foot.
You're always welcome here.
So, Tobias, do you enjoy fighting?
Do I know you?
I'm Henry. Young Bruthans told me you're learning to fight.
Well, it's not going so well.
You don't have to do it, you know.
I have to. I have to beat Stanley.
What does he do to you?
All kinds of things. Sometimes he comes to Grund and causes trouble. Better limp for days, and now he's afraid of strangers.
If you can't handle him yourself, then ask someone for help, eh?
My aunt said I'm a disgrace.
Well, how about trying your luck against me?
Why not? Do you have any money?
That sounds good.
Get ready.
Thanks for the fight.
Yeah. Oh, now you can challenge Tuma.
Now me, now me.
Shall we fight?
But of course, and before we get... Thanks very...
You call yourself a fighter? Move yourself, little girl.
Come on! Move, you snails! Come on! Move, you snails!
Wipe the floor with it.
Gosh, I feel like I've been split in half.
Thanks for the fight.
Aye, you're well here.
Thanks.
You're doing all right so far. You're not going to beat me.
Why are you always picking on Tobias?
Just take a look at him. Do you know he talks to animals? He'd be better off barking. But when we managed to get him drunk...
Tobias goes drinking.
No, but all you have to do is give him wine. And a little of that, and he's completely wasted. The last time that idiot almost... We told him it was...
I'll find something better to do.
Mind your own business. I reckon that moron... Lord knows if there's...
Do you want...
Sure. Do you have money?
Of course.
I'm glad.
You call yourself a fighter! Knock his teeth out! Give it all you got!
Sacre! I reckon I cut off more than I could.
Thanks for the fight.
Here's your bet, and don't forget to go...
Good day to you, and to you.
I beat all your men.
Well, I'm jiggered. Here you go. Not long ago, I heard you can go see for yourself if it... And in Kuttenberg, the name suits it.
That sounds...
Oh, by the way, Darling was looking for... Farewell, sir.
Henry?
Do you need something of me?
Well, I wanted to ask you for something.
Pray tell.
You wouldn't want to have another bout, would you?
Right now?
Well, yeah.
Why? I already beat you.
Exactly. So I figured that if I beat you now, but if Stanley saw me beat someone that kicked his ass, maybe he'd leave me alone.
And do you think you'd stand a chance to beat me?
Well, that's...
Look, wouldn't you rather learn how to fight properly? I'll be happy to train you.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Auntie says I'm a little slow.
Oh, you'll manage. Knocking someone's teeth out is actually pretty simple, and you've got the strength of 3 men. So there's nothing for you to be afraid of.
Well, all right. Oof, I can't anymore.
Me neither.
Do you think I stand a chance against Stanley now?
Definitely a better chance than if you pretended to beat me. I'm not saying you'll beat him to a pulp now, but at least you should be able to hit back.
Thanks, Emery. You're a true friend.
You're welcome.
Hey, do you like horses or dogs?
Of course I do.
Me too. Come see me in Grun sometime. I'll take care of the horses and hands, and I'll tell you all about them.
You said you could teach me something.
Well,
You take care...
Aye, and
You
can I?
Of course.
Thanks.
Well...
That's it, if you've got...
God. I need to find a Thunderstone, and I heard you might know of one.
Oh, yeah? Who told you that, then?
Some wayfarer in a tavern.
Really? Which one?
In Suchtol.
Shit, so Andrew's already mouthing off.
What Andrew?
Andrew Ramhead.
No. And not to repeat myself, but what I heard is you have a certain Thunderstone.
I haven't got a fucking Thunderstone and I never did. It was all Hensel's idea. And before you ask, no, Hensel's not here. Andrew is holding him captive.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm missing something here, and it's not just the stone. So tell me, what the fuck happened?
We wanted to butcher Andrew Ramhead's band of pillagers, but that's easier said than done. So Hensel got the idea that we could borrow Tomlin Bruthen's magic stone from him to help us fight them like, but Tomlin wasn't having it. But everything went to shit. They caught Hensel and almost killed me and Stislav. So, you come a bit late for that fucking stone. Not that it brought us any luck anyway. If I were you, I'd give it up as a lost cause.
How did your assault go?
Hensel led the way. We got within earshot when it all went. Stislav stuck. Arrows started. It hurt like hell. I met back here with. They chased him, but he being.
How many of them were there?
I'd say 5.
You went up against 6 of them?
Of course not. We waited for some of them to go on patrol. If we'd caught them by surprise, it might have worked.
Why did you want to kill them?
Why? To stop them doing mischief round here. And we also wanted to make a bit of a name for ourselves among the locals.
It was brave of you.
Not that it did any good, but thanks.
Where's Stislav anyway?
I don't know, and I don't blame him. I'm not exactly doing great myself.
Who is this Andrew Ramhead?
A mercenary commander from King Sigismund's army. He's been ordered to guard the roads with his men. Or so he says. But apart from that, they also carry out raids, rob the people, mug merchants and steal cattle. And they make the peasants pay tribute. And of course, after our fuck-up, they've turned the screws and are demanding even more. Another reason for everyone round here to hate me.
What about the Lord in these parts?
Well, he says it's better to put up with these fuckers than to flush them out. Because that might raise King Sigismund's hackles and he'd only dispatch more troops. That's what I heard anyway.
Where can I find this Andrew?
Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm sorry about what happened to you, but I badly need to find that stone. You don't just lose something like that. And from what you said, it seems I don't have much choice.
I'm telling you, that stone's cursed.
Can you hear yourself? You attacked a band of hardened mercenaries. Anyone else would have paid for that with their life, but not one of you was killed. Not to mention that this Hensel, the one with the stone, wasn't hit by a single arrow. But you were.
Sakura, I never thought of it that way. You know, you might be right.
You see? Now tell me where this camp of theirs is.
You'll come across some ponds between. Near one of them, there's a fork where wayfarers sometimes camp if they're. From that fork, follow the water downstream.
And that's where they're holding Hensel?
Yeah, there. You'll get to some rocks overlooking the mill. But make sure they don't spot you.
Sound advice.
Look, what's your plan anyway?
Well, I'm thinking if I can find Andrew, I'll find Hensel.
Just be careful, because Andrew's a cunning fucker. Look, since you're going there anyway, I know I'm not in a position to ask you for anything, but still, do you think you could rescue Hensel?
And how, pray, do you...
I don't know, just something. Andrew's a greedy bastard, or you could sneak in quietly and slip back out with Hensel.
How about I just kill them all?
Oh, I thought best not to suggest that. You know how we ended up. It's just, they're pretty tough and well armed, you know.
I'll manage somehow. If I find a way, I'll help Hensel.
Thank you so much!
Quick!
Hey! By all the saints, don't leave me here! Please, untie me!
Relax. I'm getting there.
Thanks. Thanks. Whoever you are, come on. Let's get the hell out of here. Let me get out of here first. Let me get out of here first. Let me get out of here first.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I am. All things considered. Thanks for rescuing me. You have no idea how grateful I am. All that aside, who are you, anyway?
Henry.
I'm Hensel, and I owe you big time, Henry. Though, in all honesty, I'm not sure why I was worth all that trouble. But grateful nonetheless.
Peter told me what happened.
Peter? Well, thank the saints for him. So he's safe and sound?
In a manner of speaking.
What about Stislav?
From what I hear, Stislav made it out unscathed too. But what happened scared him so much he scarpered.
Sakra. At least he's alive. It's all my fault, you know. Oh, I dread to think what could have happened to him.
Listen, it wasn't exactly by chance that I ran into Peter either. I was looking for you in the village because of the Thunderstone you stole from Tomlin in Horsham, who by the way is royally fucking upset with you.
Well, I suppose I would be too if I were him. But I have to say, the whole Thunderstone brought us no luck.
Let's forget that for a moment. What I really need to know is where the stone ended up.
You won't be surprised to hear. Ramed snatched it from me when I was captured. He didn't believe it had any powers, but he has a nose for money. From what I heard, he sold it in Sukdal.
Sakra. That stone really is cursed. Well, there's nothing for it.
Hold your horses. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There's this pond below Raborsh, right? And on the bank, across from the village, there's a small crag. Somewhere around there, they...
Well, they hid it all right, but not well enough.
What? I was going to cast an eye there myself, but I see there's no need to bother now. Well, thanks again for everything, and God be with you wherever...
You fucked up now, asshole! We're under attack! This is your No, you don't.
Bringing a weapon to a fist fight, eh? Killer! I'm with you.
Come to take us out, have you?
Hey, get out of here before I slice you to ribbons. Christ, I'm hit. I yield. Mercy. Look, we've got a job to do. King's orders. So get the fuck out of here.
Why should I let you go?
I surrender!
Give me everything you have.
All right. Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed!
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Greetings to you.
I heard you bought a Thunderstone from Andrew Ramhead. Is that so?
Well, it is. What's it to you?
Andrew Ramhead took it from Hensel from Raborsh, who in turn stole it from Tomlin Bruthands down Horshan way.
And? I don't know those people. Even if it's true, I knew nothing about it. I bought the stone fair and square, and for good money. My husband's gravely ill and nothing's helping. The stone is to heal him.
And what ails your husband?
Peter went to lie down one afternoon and he hasn't budged since. He's not eating, and he's barely talking to anyone. What's worse, soon after he took ill, a Minerva owl perched on the roof one evening.
I understand.
That's why I need the stone. If it weren't for the stone, I'm sure Peter would be gone by now.
So am I to understand that if your husband heals, you won't need the stone?
Well, a stone like this is a precious thing. It can still protect us from all manner of misfortune.
But you bought it to save your husband.
That may be, but I'll not be wanting to lose that stone.
How about this? I'll try to help your husband, and if I succeed, you'll gift me the stone.
Why would I do that? The stone is bound to help him.
What if the power of the stone brought me here to help your husband?
I hadn't thought of it like that.
So, how about we make a deal?
All right.
Of course.
And please hurry. You'll find Peter in...
All right. It's usually a good idea to speak to others who are close to the sufferer, especially if the patient himself isn't very communicative.
Aha. So?
Perfect.
Do whatever it takes.
Can you think of something that might...
I can't. I've tried. Peter is just an ordinary... My husband doesn't travel outside the village. But he came back empty-handed. He was fumbling around here for a few days. Then he went to bed. And since then, he doesn't sleep a wink at night. If I stop sleeping too...
I'll ask him why you can't...
Try that. It's as if he was keeping secrets from me. Okay.
Peter?
Another poor bloke that's to deal with me, as if Mlada didn't have enough on her plate already.
I'll try to figure out what's wrong with you. I'll examine you, just by... pale skin, a few callous... Nothing unusual for... irritability. Bodily humours aren't...
But I will.
Why would Sigismund?
He does as he pleases.
I reckon attacking a village protected by a fortress.
The fortress is what's bothering.
I don't know about that. Don't be alarmed. No swell. Does this hurt?
Nothing.
Your palms are... Your heart's pounding. You seem like you're ready to fight or flee. Who is?
The soul.
Well, physically, you...
I'm a weakling. A weakling.
What are your nights like? Mlada said you don't sleep much.
I just stare at the wall. I try to sleep during the day, but it's not much better.
Well, it's certainly no fever or pain that's ailing you. I assume it's dark thoughts that keep you up at night.
I can't fall asleep. Because of all the noblemen who keep coming to Lord Pisek's fortress, I'm always hearing hoofbeats, and they startle me.
So Lord Pisek likes to host nobles at his fortress? What's so unusual about that?
And what do you think they're doing here, eh? Preparing for war.
If Lord Pisek was about to go to war...
Folk ought to be scared to leave the village. Mezoles is gone. Suchdol is next.
What am I going to do with you, Pete? There's nothing wrong with you physically. The chamomile decoctions will help calm your mind. And last but not least, some words of encouragement wouldn't be... You'll be back on your feet in no time. I'll get things ready.